tour, and boy, has he learned a lot. Anthony, great to see you. Anthony, the CBP is one app that is being very abused, is it not?
Yes, I would say that the government is definitely double dipping here as well, because they are importing these migrants that are willing to turn themselves over to law enforcement through the international port of entries. But at the same time, they're also leaving 114 gates wide open, completely unmanned. Any wall will work if it is properly manned. There's no relevance in having a wall if it is unmanned and unsecured. The fact is, the Biden administration has opened over 114 gates for a supposed monsoon season, of which back in June of this year, the National Weather came out saying that this season was going to be a dry season for Arizona. Hence, no reason for the monsoon gates to be open, because there would be not enough water to be stagnant. So they went out of their way and they brought some foreign antelope to the southern border, pronged antelope that were airlifted down to the border. 200 of these little animals, like if they don't have hundreds of thousands of acres on the American side to run freely on. These antelope run at 60 miles an hour. They can easily pass this 200-mile sector of the wall and just go around it if they really wanted to. The real purpose behind this is to allow the floodgates to be completely open. The minute these antelope cross into Mexico, they're going to be fed, they're going to be slaughtered and killed by the other side. There's no protection protocols, and what we're seeing here is a national. There's a safe haven for animals. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's basically all across the southern border, and it's they're supposed to be conserving and taking care of the area for the animals, and they're not conserving anything. We've noticed a pattern down at the border, and these sites all along the southern border only serve one purpose, and that is to facilitate the importing of product or humans into the country. All along the border, I've documented for years, and it is a consistent pattern that these National Animal Wildlife Refuge have a pattern where there is breach points, there is a national refuge, and people need to know that these national refuge are not being cared for or taken care of. They're all destroyed, they're outgrown, they're very brushy, and my personal opinion here is that this is by design. It keeps any kind of law enforcement from being able to see into these locations, and it also keeps the aerial security systems from being able to look into where these migrants are definitely coming in through. The evidence is there. There's tons of footprints and footsteps, and if these individuals really cared about our country, like they're about to lock it down with these lockdowns and mask protocols, they would start at the border and making sure that every single person that comes across the border has their proper vaccinations and their COVID test done. This is an assault, and it's a slap in the face to every single American that is still paying taxes.
Yeah.